Hey everyone.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Daisy Ray. I do Second Life videos talking about freebies, giveaway sales, and all that good stuff. Okay. Oh, and definitely you should subscribe because we have a lot of fun here. Okay, so before we get into the video, I wanted to quickly make this little short edit to let you guys know that all the content you're about to see is really old and a little bit dated. But I had this idea a long time ago for me to have amazing YouTubers come on my platform and, give their perspective about why other people should be YouTubers for Second Life. Because I think that we need more YouTubers in this space that represent Second Life. But a lot of stuff happened after I filmed it and I didn't get a chance to get everyone in here. So it's that time. A lot of stuff happened between all of us. But I was lucky enough to get PawPaw and Alexxy. Unfortunately, Mimi couldn't make it, but she's still amazing and I still love her, so you should definitely check out her channel. So, long story short, this is only part 1 of my big plan to get more people to do Second Life YouTube. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please remember to leave a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and come back for more content. Part 2 will be up later. Bye! This is a funny question because I really need to go into depth about why I changed my name. So, when I first started YouTube, I simply put I Daisy Ray. However, after I had some trouble with people in Second Life, I thought it would be safer to change my name so that they would not be able to find my YouTube channel. And that's when I made the brand The Darkest Hour. And it was really good at first because I really enjoyed it. However, as I grew bigger, I realized that people did not know who I was. No one knew that I was Daisy. Everyone just knew my brand, The Darkest Hour. And I realized all the bigger YouTubers like Mila Vanderbilt, Nevada Second Life, Narnia, Mimi Pink Dot, all of them, they have their name and their YouTube. So if you want to find them in world, or you want to message them, or you want to work with them, they know exactly who to write to. So I realized this and I was like, you know what? I need to change my name. So now I am back to I Daisy Ray, and I think that's for the best because as I grow my members, my followers, and hopefully future brands that I work with, my name is going to be what everyone knows. It's going to be I Daisy Ray of The Darkest Hour, not The Darkest Hour, So that's one of my first tips is to make sure that you put your name on your YouTube channel.
So my Second Life name, my username is Paweth Resident, PAWETH, but most people call me PawPaw, and it's the same on YouTube. My YouTube is PawPaw. Well, I don't know if that's the name, but when people look for me, they usually just type PawPaw SL, and that's how you find my YouTube.
On Second Life, it's Alexandria Vazina. And on YouTube, it's Alexxy's Adventures. So everyone just calls me Alexxy.
You can find me on YouTube at iDaisyRay or The Darkest Hour. You can find me on Flickr at iDaisyRay. You can find me on Facebook as Daisy Ray. You can find me on Instagram as iDaisyRay. I only have a few socials that I really focus on, and that's YouTube and Flickr. But I am on the other ones, mostly just for advertising and stuff. But you can definitely follow me on all 4.
So you can find me pretty much everywhere. So I have let me show you a link tree, with all of my socials. As you can tell, I'm on YouTube. I also stream Twitch to play other games besides SL. I'm on Twitter, Flickr, Instagram, Facebook, and I also have my own Discord. And you can find all of the links for everything on Linktree at PawPaw3.
Well, I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Flickr, and I have a store in the marketplace, and I have Discord. But I'm gonna send all the information to Daisy, like with the links to them, because I can't really give them to you through the video.
Okay, so now we are in the present because I realized that I didn't actually answer the question from the old videos, and I was wondering to myself, like, girl, what are you even talking about? Like, what are you ever talking about? So, here I am trying to answer the question. So the question is, what made you start your channel? And honestly, I just wanted to help people. I remember when I first started YouTube, not even 3 years ago, I don't think. I was brand new and I didn't know what was going on. I was a woman of color and I couldn't find anything in my skin tone. I couldn't find any clothing, any hair. And then eventually when I did find everything, I ended up spending hundreds of money on just Second Life stuff, like getting like 10,000 lindens a day and so on, and not realizing how much that would end up costing me over time. Like, if you count up how much lindens you spend on this game, on this experience, you are really spending a lot. So I was like, okay, we gotta tone it down a bit. And then I came across all of these sales and giveaways and stuff, and people put me on a lot of things, and I was like, oh wow, I can't believe this is like not general knowledge. So we need to actually get this out there, let people know. Then I came across Nevada Second Life channel, and I was like, oh wow, so there are people who do that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I want to do that too. And so I did. And here we are. Now, I like to do a lot of other stuff on my channel, but giveaways and gift cards is how I started and what my aim was. And my aim was just to help people, honestly. So I hope I achieved that.
Okay, so it's kind of a weird story. I basically love YouTube. That's one of my favorite things about I don't know, my favorite things to do is just watch YouTube, and it was like that even before I had a YouTube channel. So I watch everything, and something I was very into like 5 or 4 years ago, it was like the whole paranormal YouTube era. I don't know. I was really into like scary YouTubers that would tell you creepy pastas and scary stories or whatever. And there was this very popular Latin American streamer called Ross, or YouTube, I guess YouTube streamer, I don't know. And his name is Droll, and he made a like a series on Second Life. And so I saw it and I thought it was a scary game, because his whole vibe was like, oh, you can do so many creepy things in this game, and it has very creepy themes. And I don't know, it was just a lot, but I saw it and I liked it, and I was ready to get into this scary game. And so I downloaded it, and thankfully I realized it wasn't actually that scary and it was more like a dress-up game, so I'm happy I did.
Who made me make it? It's a true story.
Honestly, it was not really easy at all to make my channel. I knew what to do, but when it comes to the technical parts, like setting up the stream, finding editing software, finding ways to record my game without it looking a mess, it was a lot of trial and error, and I still have a lot more to learn. I know there's a lot of equipment that I don't have, like an external mic. I figured that, if I wait around until I have the money to buy all of this fancy equipment, it'll kind of just never happen. And I always say this, that if you just constantly wait and wait and wait for the right moment, you will never do anything. So I just took my crappy equipment. I had like a $3 headset when I first started. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this. I downloaded OBS. And my first videos weren't streamed, but I had OBS. I had a really kind of sort of editor that I used on my phone, and I was just making videos, you know. I was just putting them out there. And I was honestly surprised that people were actually watching. They were actually watching. So, at the end of the day, I would just say it does not matter what you have and what you don't have. I would say just start it. Everyone has to start from somewhere. And the more I did it, the more I've grown and learned, and I have so much experience now. And I still have a lot more to learn, but I'm so grateful that I started when I did. So, yeah.
Um, that's a weird question because, yeah, when you start it's very easy. But when you don't know anything about it can be kind of overwhelming. You don't really know where to start and what to do. So it really depends. Like if you're familiarized, if you have someone that can walk you through, you're gonna find out that is very easy. But if you're just learning for yourself, it might take a lot of motivation and a lot of I really want to do this before you actually do it.
No, it wasn't easy. I was completely clueless.
I started my Second Life videos in December 18th of 2020. So that's not that far away from when I did my first YouTube video, but my first Second Life video was December 18th, 2020. And it was me pretending to be a fashion blogger. I don't really recall what the video entails, but if I have the courage, I will leave a landmark. If I have the courage, I will leave a link below so you can watch the very first YouTube video. It was a mess. It was a mess. So, just beware.
Oof, I actually can check right now. On Second Life, it's been a while. Oh my god, it's 6 years and 7 months. I'm basically like an old lady at this point. I'm like a middle-aged woman, I feel like, with 7 years. That's funny though. But yeah, that's how long I've been in SL. And my bad, it's actually how long I've been on YouTube. I'm also kind of dumb, by the way. But I can check that too in my channel. I think my oldest video right now was 5 years ago. So I've been on YouTube for almost 5 years. And on SL for almost 7 years. Yeah. More than 5 years on YouTube, more than 6 years on SL.
Been on YouTube since about April 3rd, 2021, so it's been about a year and a half now. Ooh, time is flying by.
Well, when I first started, I really enjoyed the process of recording and editing my videos. However, it takes up a lot of time, especially if you're doing like events or you're doing a review of something or a tutorial. It takes up a lot of time to record, edit, do your thumbnail, make sure everything is right, and then post it. It's a lot of work. It took hours upon hours that I just did not have in my day. And I was missing a lot of real life stuff because I was trying to make sure that I was putting out videos frequently. And that's what a lot of people have trouble with, a lot of people who do YouTube videos. It's the editing, it's the recording, it's all of that stuff. So I personally prefer streaming. Now, when I got into streaming, again, I didn't know what to do. I just did it because I was like, you know what? I cannot keep spending all this time recording and editing. It's not really working for me. So I just started streaming, and my first stream was pretty bad. I had to delete a few, but eventually I got it down, and the more I did it, the more easier it became. I still get very nervous, and I say this all the time. Every single stream I do, I am so nervous that sometimes I just end up talking. And I can't even catch my breath because I'm talking so fast, because in my mind I'm like, okay, I'm live, I'm live. They're watching. I can't mess up. I can't skip a beat. I gotta keep going. And I think that eventually I will calm down, because even though I know I do that, I can't help myself. It just happens and I don't realize it happened until after I watch the video back and I'm like, oh my gosh, Daisy, just chill, just relax, calm down, it's okay. But I do prefer streaming though. It's so much easier and you will thank yourself for it, honestly. You will.
So I feel like most people would say that they prefer streaming because I can't imagine anyone that is like, oh, I love editing my videos. Maybe someone does, but I really cannot. Like, to me, streaming is literally the easiest thing you can do. I really cannot. I can't do anything else. I like easy. I don't know what to tell you. I do like easy. So yeah, streaming all the way.
I like both, but mostly I record it and edit. So I really like to start, doing some more lives because I do like that, and you don't have to edit. So you have that, which is nice.
I don't think anyone really prefers to stream alone. I think it's a lot more comfortable when you're by yourself because you only have to think about what you're saying. My biggest fear is that when I collab with people is that I will over talk, like talk over them, and I get so frustrated when I do that, not with them but with myself, because I'm just like, Daisy, stop talking over the person. Let them speak. Like I said in the previous question, I'm just always quick, and I'm just trying to get the words out as quickly as possible. And I forget that I have people there who also needs to speak. So I have to calm myself down and let me realize that I'm not in this alone, that I have a friend, I have a partner, I have someone here that can help me. So I really do prefer to stream with other people, if only because it calms me down, it makes for content, and I just love hanging out with my friends. It makes me really happy to have them there with me. Even if they don't want to talk, it's just nice to have them there. I love having people around me, in world, out world. I just love people. So if I had to choose, I do prefer collabing with other YouTubers just because it's so much fun. It's a great way to promote both of your platforms. It's a great way to have fun. And it's a great way to do something outside your normal videos. I just think I'm bad at it.
Um, for me it's weird because I like both a lot, but I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to collaborating. I feel like I don't know how to reach out to people and be like, hey, do you want to be on my YouTube channel? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm bothering them most of the time. So that's what stops me from doing it a lot of the time. And also the fact that it's hard when your audience is already expecting something, and then, you know, if you bring a lot of people, sometimes it creates a weird feeling or a split between the people viewing it. More like it. But I do enjoy both. I think I like doing both.
Again, I enjoy both. I like doing collabs, they're fun, but working solo is nice too due to like time constraints, and you can just work when you're ready, and you know, work at your own pace pretty much, and not have to, worry about the time when the other person would be available and all that. So, but I'd like to do some more collabs. They were fun.
Honestly, this is probably one of the easiest questions for me because I feel like that most people would say, oh, if you reach this number of subscribers, if you have these many viewers, if you have these many likes, these many comments, these many interactions with people. But for me, I think a successful YouTube channel is putting out content that you love and content that you enjoy. I do YouTube not for ratings, not for likes, not for any of that stuff. Of course, I want to be successful in that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that we don't want to be successful. Everyone wants to be successful in whatever they are doing. However, I think that if you're not enjoying what you do, then it's not really successful because you're just doing stuff just for the sake of likes, views, shares, blogging, but you're not enjoying it. You're not enjoying it. Success to me is happiness, it's joy. So if you're not getting that stuff out of what you're doing, then what is the point? It's not success. So I think that as long as you are sticking to what you love, what you enjoy, and putting out content that you believe in, you are successful. You never know. Maybe no one is watching your videos now, but who knows who will be watching it later on. I have a video that I did maybe a year ago that has 6,000 views and 99 likes. 6,000 views and 99 likes. And that's new for me, honestly, because at the most, I will get 100 views on my stuff. But you know what? I made that video a really long time ago and it stuck with people. It's something that people often look at. Now, granted, I need to update it, but people watched it. And the crazy thing is that people are still watching it. And if I ever reach 1,000 subscribers, that video will be monetized. So you never know what will happen. You never know who will come across your channel. And I personally believe that people can see and hear authenticity. So if you're not enjoying what you do, I feel like people will realize that. And I think that people who do watch my channel, they watch it because they enjoy my personality, they enjoy my excitement, they enjoy the content, and they enjoy how much I have fun with my videos. At least that's my perception. So yeah, that's what I personally deem successful.
So I don't think I would say a channel that has a lot of numbers, which is what I imagine most people deem as successful. For me, a successful YouTube channel is a channel that has established community, a group of people that keeps coming back, that is always there, that you can, relate to, and that it becomes, like I said, like a group of friends, or more like a strong community. It doesn't have to be big, in my opinion. It could literally be like 4 people including you, that if it's just that group that keeps coming back and you enjoy spending time with, and you share what you have in common, which is SL and the way that you enjoy playing it. If you share that together, I feel like that's already a successful YouTube channel, in my opinion.
I don't know, like I would say maybe using like an angle within your niche, something that sets you apart from like what everybody else is, doing. And your content quality, that would include like your video, your sound, your surroundings, and that they're entertaining, that, whether it be you're funny or you're just giving some information about some, places or something that, people might not know about. So that's pretty much it. And just be warm and welcoming. That's what I consider a good quality channel.
There are a lot of YouTube channels for Second Life. When I first started, I didn't realize there were so many. But as I started to find more and more channels, I realized it's fine. Because we don't all do the same thing. We don't all do it the same way. We are all completely unique and different in our own way. And I think that's what sets us apart. So it doesn't matter that there's so many people doing YouTube channels. We aren't all doing the same thing. We're different people. And I think that's what drives viewers to each of our channels. Like, I saw one video, and I will link some down below if you haven't heard of them. But I saw one video of a girl teaching us how to garden in Second Life. And it was such a beautiful video. Like, she was literally showing you step by step how to buy the items, where to get it, what to do. And she was literally planting flowers and seeds in Second Life. And it was magical. I did not know that she could do that. Then there's another woman who she talks in detail about how to sell skyboxes to people, how to decorate them, where to get your stuff, how prims work. She goes into a lot of detail about this stuff, and I really, really enjoy it. Even though I'm not renting and selling skyboxes, it's just something that I love to watch. I love to watch people do stuff in Second Life, and I love to have that information stored in my arsenal, because you never know what I'll do in the future. So I think there is room for all of us. Even if we all kind of seem like we do the same thing, it's always in a different way. Like, I always say that Mimi, she's so professional, so profound, and she talks like she knows exactly what she's doing, and I admire that. And I think that PawPaw, she has a really unique way of just making everyone around her happy, and people just cling to her because she's such a beam of light. And Alexxy is one of the kindest people you will ever meet. She is such a calming and gentle voice. She is like your best friend, honestly. When you speak with her, when you talk to her, when you watch her videos, it's like your best friends. And we all do vastly different things, or even similar things, but in a different way. So I respect every single person who has a YouTube channel. And just because you think that maybe someone is already doing something that you want to do, you should still do it, because guess what? You're unique. You're not that person, so you can do it. And I encourage you to do it. I would love, love, love to see more YouTubers for Second Life.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't matter if there's a lot, because SL is such a small platform that there's already not enough, you know? If you Google Second Life right now and you start watching, and you're someone that watches Second Life videos very often, and you see like, oh yeah, all of these people release YouTube videos over the weekend, you can sit down one day and literally finish all the videos that call your attention, and they're not even that many. I feel like there's always room for more, and even if you think that there's already a lot, think about it like you have your own way of playing, you have your own thing that you like to do, and maybe a lot of people, they enjoy doing that thing too, but they don't know how to share that with anyone else. Maybe they don't know anyone of their friends that enjoys doing that. And if they see you, it's something that you can share with others. So that is a good opportunity in my mind to share that with other residents.
You should make a channel because if you're curious about what it's all about, or if you feel you have something to share with the Second Life community, definitely do it. You know, everybody has their own way of doing things and, you know, translating how they perceive Second Life to be. So if you want others to see what you're saying, then go for it.
Well, I already went over a few of these, but I will try to go in a little bit more detail. The first one, I would say, is to make content that you love. Because if you don't love it, people will know. If you're not enjoying yourself, people will know. They will, trust me. And also, if you're not enjoying it, then you're just working yourself for nothing. Because honestly, it's not very easy to make a lot of money through YouTube. So if you're spending all of this time and effort, and then you never get there, then you're just doing something that you don't enjoy. and then never achieving the goal that you hope that you'll get. And I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I just think that you should only do content that you enjoy. So if you enjoy being a furry, maybe make some furry dress-up videos. Maybe go to some furry clubs. If you enjoy being an adventurer, do some adventures in Second Life. Do some mini games. If you enjoy fashion, go to fashion events, try on clothing, do your avatar up. Doesn't matter what you enjoy, just make sure that your content represents who you are as a person and what you enjoy about Second Life the most. That is what will get people. You have to be passionate about your craft. So don't be afraid to show yourself your geeky side, your funny side, your silly side. Just be yourself. People love getting to know the person behind their favorite videos. So if you are yourself, then you will get people who will love you for you, love your channel for you, and not for something that you made up because you thought it would make you more popular. I think those two aspects will really take you far in this YouTube game. Making content you enjoy and just being yourself.
Ooh. So for this one, it really depends on the person what you think it's important. To me, being respectful is like at the top. Like, I value a lot of comedy, you know, in my YouTube videos. I feel like I do try to bring humor in my commentary when we're doing events or whenever I'm with someone. I like to make it lighthearted, but for me, it's very important to always make it a welcoming experience for everyone. Like, yeah, of course you can joke around and be silly and do everything you want, but as long as you're not purposely hurting anyone else, as long as you're trying to be as respectful as you can be to others, I feel like you should just be yourself, you know. And more in the technical aspect, I've noticed a lot of people do this. They put the music so loud over themselves when they're first starting to make their YouTube videos. And I've seen a lot of people doing that on their first videos on Second Life. So I would definitely record something first on OBS or Streamlabs, which is where I'm recording right now. You can record whatever you want first, and then you can test and listen to yourself, like, can I hear my voice? Because it's also normal that people are very shy when they're first starting to record, when it's like the first videos and stuff. So I understand that. I understand like the music and the ambience or whatever being louder than you are. But yeah, definitely check the audio before you do it. And another very important thing, make sure that there's not naked avatars in the screen, because YouTube, being like normal people, you know, it doesn't really see it as avatars, so beware of that.
I wouldn't worry much about like an intro, but your outro is pretty important, directing people to your other videos that you've posted. Audio is super important, so I would definitely, be checking that. People can watch like a pretty crappy, video, but if the sound is messed up, then they'll most likely click off the video. And then just having like a mix of your content, some make some videos that are evergreen and some that are like, hot topics or something very current that's going on in Second Life. And that's pretty much it.